Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a love reading for my dearest Scorpios where we take a look at who you're meant to marry. And before we get into the reading, I have a special announcement to make that I've started a membership for this channel. So if you are interested, that link is down below in the description box. So let's get started. Let's see what clear messages, advice, and guidance come through for my lovely Scorpios, please. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Scorpios, please. All right, so we have the Four of Cups, all right, Moon and Cancer energy, and the Four of Wands. Okay, someone here could be 44 years old, but again, some of you might also be seeing number sequences like 444 or 1111. What this person likes about you, the Seven of Wands. Ooh, and double sevens. Okay, so somebody could be born in 74, 47. Somebody could be 44, 47. All right, and we see the Hierophant card. Wow, Taurus energy. So this is somebody who, I'm just loving this number sequence here. You're going to be seeing a lot of synchronicities here, Scorpio, when this person enters your life or they're about to. So with this Taurus energy, I feel like this person is somebody who's very generous and very grounded, very down to earth. This is somebody who's looking for something solid, stable, and secure. And it does look like with the Four of Cups that you are going to take them by surprise because they might be thinking about giving up on love or dating, or they're just really bored and discontent with the options that are available to them. All right, let's see. And we see the Eight of Swords. Your person may be a little bit of an overthinker. Again, your person's definitely not going to see you coming, Scorpio. Like, this is going to take them by complete surprise. All right, and we get the Ace of Swords. You have somebody here who's very honest, very direct. I get that they're very faithful. All right, we get Cancerian energy. So this person's coming in hot, but they could also be a Cancer or have Cancer energy, which is very creative, very loving, very nurturing, very ride or die, okay? So let's see, what else do we need to know? What else do my Scorpios need to know about this person? Okay, they could be a Capricorn or have Capricorn placements, so their work and stability are really high priority. Okay, some of you, this person has a tendency to bury themselves in work. But they do have strong water in their chart. So we get that Capricorn Cancer axis coming through here. So they could have a north node in one of those signs. But again, this is just an indication for me, Scorpio, that you two really are true soulmates. So they've got earth and water in their chart. This person may already be a parent, or maybe is meant to become, maybe you're meant to have children together. And we see also that this is going to be a very fun connection. That it's a lot of fun and lighthearted energy with you and this person. You're going to get each other's sense of humor, even if it's on the darker side, right? And you two are just going to be laughing together. I love that energy, like laughing all the way to the altar here, right? With this Hierophant card. I love that. Look at his face, just laughing all the way. So I love that. Two people that really like play together, stay together. Two people who have just a really good time. Okay, and then of course, like, know how to be serious around one another as well, and support each other. But I do just love that like fun, lighthearted energy here. All right, the Four of Wands. So some of you might meet this person at some sort of celebration, at a house party, birthday party. Again, the Four of Wands is also associated with the home. Okay, so maybe your home, their home, or like a friend's home or something like that. But this to me could also be a festival of some kind. This person may be shorter than average or shorter than whom you normally date. Again, these very specific messages, Scorpio, are not going to resonate with all of you. Okay, and say like everything is resonating, but your person is really tall. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is going to be confirmation for some. All right, this person enjoys tarot and spirituality. All right, and this person may be blonde. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck here, we see there's also a mysterious energy about them. Yeah, and my Scorpios, I think you're going to love getting to the bottom of who this person really is, right? All my Scorpios are up for a little bit of a challenge. But I do think this person is very honest and direct, so it's not like they're hiding anything. But they're just multifaceted, multi-layered here. All right, let's see. Clear messages, advice, and guidance. Anything else we need to know For my Scorpios, how they'll identify this person. Your paths will cross during the next air sign season, so that could be in Gemini season. All right, this person may wear more than 2 rings frequently, so that can indicate somebody who's been married and divorced in the past, or they just simply like jewelry, all right? And there could be a 3 to 5 year age difference between you and this person. And music will be playing when they ask you out there with that 4 of Wands energy, so some sort of party, celebration, festival, or something like that. And this person comes from overseas, so they come from a different, different country, or at least their background or their heritage may be different than yours. So maybe their parents or their grandparents, speak a different language than what you guys speak. All right, let's see. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Scorpios. What else do they need to know about this person? All right, so this person is successful. They may have their own business. They're self-made. All right, they're educated, they're articulate, they're well-rounded, they have college degrees. And this person may be curvy. Again, my readings are not meant to be gender specific, and this oracle deck is on occasion gender specific. But whatever your curves might be, whatever your body type is, this person's going to be extremely attracted to you. Yeah, so we get curvy and we also get muscular. But again, this is somebody who's very physically pleasing, very easy on the eyes. They could be fit, they could be a gym rat, they could be health conscious, or they could be shapely, full figured, have a big booty, voluptuous. But this person takes pride in their appearance, and you're going to really be able to see that, right? Whatever their appearance might be, this person looks good, Scorpio. All right, so the 7 of Wands, this person sees you as the best of the best. This person also likes your strength. With the 7 of Wands here too, I feel like you protect your energy. I mean, you really wouldn't be a Scorpio if you didn't, right? Protect your energy. So they like that, and they may find you to be, not that you're a tough nut to crack, but maybe a little bit. And this person's okay with that, right? Because there is some mystery about them as well. And they like that. They like that you're just, that you're not base level. You're not, it's not that you're hard to read, but you're not for everyone, and that's completely okay. You're for them for sure. Okay, the 6 of Cups, this person really likes your sweet energy. You may feel there's a past life soulmate connection here as well. Yeah, and there's sweet, lighthearted energy here between you two. Like your inner children get along really well, right? And, but this person also likes this Leo energy. All eyes on you, Scorpio. Most likely, I feel like my Scorpios who are resonating with this reading, you do get a lot of attention, or a lot of people notice you. Some of you maybe even recently have gone through a glow up or something like that, or you will be going through a glow up. But I see with this Strength card, this person sees you as they see you as strong, but they also see you as very sweet. They see you as somebody who is also very good looking, but you're also powerful, you're passionate, you're courageous. And you've also got this fun, playful, lighthearted side apart from that very deep, scorpionic side. All right, so I like that energy. And look at that, we see Emperor energy. Yeah, this is your person. This is your person. This is confirmation. This is the person that you're meant to marry. So this is your divine masculine, or you are their divine masculine. Beautiful, Scorpio. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so what else do they love about my Scorpios? All right, you're going to steal this person's heart. Yeah, I feel like it might be love at first sight. That's kind of what I'm getting. But you're also going to teach this person about the power of authenticity is what I'm getting. And I do think this person is authentic for sure. Okay, but I just feel like this person feels like there's something so special about you that they can't even put a finger on. It's your heart, or it's your convictions that they really love about you. All right, apart from all the other stuff, right? And they also like that they like this mystical energy, your spiritual side. All right, so beautiful. All right, let's see what else my Scorpios need to know about this connection. Any possible obstacles or challenges coming through here? Any possible obstacles or challenges for this connection, or this marriage rather? Parasitic, symbiotic, one party benefits while the other is depleted. Energy, support, and empathy are not equal. Give and take needs to become balanced. You know, for some of you, like, I think in all relationships, we have to understand that they're not always going to be 50-50, right? Like some days you can only give 40 and your person's going to give 60. And some days your person can only give 30 and you got to give 70, right? And on and on and on. But I do think it's really important that there is this energy of balance. Like Spirit is saying this is going to be important to make sure that, you know, like you're not giving more than you're receiving, that they're not giving more than they're receiving. Again, it doesn't mean that this is going to be a draining marriage or a draining connection, but it is something that you may have to be aware of, okay? And we see renew and adventure. So a return of passions and play, community is healing, laughter, travel, and new things can respark your love life. Yeah. And if some of you start to feel drained by the, you know, by the routine within this marriage or within this connection, Spirit's saying, just remember to always, you know, do things to spice things up here. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, we get sacred space. So time out, clear your energy. Space brings clarity. And I know for a lot of my Scorpios, yours truly is a Scorpio moon, but Scorpio energy oftentimes does need some time and some space to regroup on your own. So make sure that you ask for it and make sure you get it, because I could see that could be kind of draining. You know, this person might not feel that same way. And you might feel that's a little bit overwhelming. So just make sure you set those strong boundaries, or you let them know, like, hey, I need to go and do my own thing, or be with my friends for a little bit, or just have like my own little, you know, my own little time for myself. And again, the right person is not going to be offended by that or shy away from that. And I don't think, you know, I don't think this person will either. All right, let's see. With the Seven of Pentacles, you know, patience may be required here, okay? Some of you, the seeds have already been planted for this to be like a fruitful and beautiful connection. All right, unhealed wounds may be blocking forward movement, okay? So just be aware that could be on your end, it could be on theirs, and that's what's keeping you from knowing who this person is just yet, or for you and them coming together. So it's time to decide about this relationship. Okay, so some of you might have a decision between this person and somebody else, but again, we know the outcome here. This is the person you're meant to marry. And we do get a second chance here. Interesting. So this relationship deserves a second chance. Some of my Scorpios, there may be a time where you're not so sure about this connection. Now, obviously it could be their energy, but I'm reading it as yours. Some of you just might not be so sure about this connection because you might feel like it's draining for you or something like that. Or there might be some unhealed wounds that really need to be worked through. But I do feel like there's going to be a decision to work on this again. So it could be that there's a stop and a start here in this connection. For some of you, maybe you're on a pause from this person. And if this sounds like your person, you know, we're in the reading where this is the person that you're meant to marry. So there may be a second chance here with this person. But I'm kind of reading it more like in the future. You know, there may be a little bit of a stumble here within this connection or a brief separation. But we see this friendship is leading to more, so focusing on the friendship. I just kind of feel like even if there is a pause or a moment where you're not so sure about one another or about, you know, the longevity of this connection, I feel like with this friendship energy, like I just feel like you're going to realize that you two are each other's best friends, or you don't want to live apart, or you don't want to be apart from one another. All right, Scorpio, so let's see. We see burning desire, so there's going to be a lot of passion here between you and this person. All right, rekindle. So interesting. You know, we did see the Six of Cups there. Some of you, an old flame returns. Some of you, there is going to be a rekindling here. So maybe somebody from your past, or like I said, there could be a stop and a start within this connection. Somebody here might be feeling overwhelmed, and it may be you, Scorpio, it may be them. There's a gravitational pull towards each other, but it's like almost like you can't really come apart here. And we see healing connection as well. So your romance will transform your life, or this is a connection that, you know, if it does become fractured, will, you know, can very likely be healed. All right, so let's see. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Scorpios. Any important dates or times, please? There have been delays. Okay, it could be that unhealed wounds. Stop trying to control the timing. So we're not going to get super specific dates here because Spirit's being a little bit vague. But we do see February. Some of you, it's happening this month. Some of you, you're going through this right now. For others of you, you know, you could be dealing, you know, with a February Pisces, right? Or a February Aquarius. But we get February and May coming through. But now is not the right timing. So maybe closer to May. All right, my lovely Scorpios, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.